there's a lot going on in regards to immigration, and a lot of people are feeling a way about it, and I get it. We have Selena Gomez that's literally going viral for her thoughts and feelings on immigration. We're going to talk other trending topics, hot topics. Danity Kane is speaking out. One of the young ladies that was on Danity Kane, she spoke about what she dealt with. So we're going to get to a few different topics. Let me do a few different things of setting up. I haven't gone live since probably Thursday. Having a great time. If you know, then you know. This month is kind of a celebration in different ways. And I did do a live in regards to, I did a video in regards to my members only. Did not want to put that on regular, but you guys can go check that out whenever I can, and I spot something that I want to put available for my members. I'm going to put it over there. That way you guys can get the TTT, and if you're a member, then you'll see it. You're not a member, then you won't see it. But I have been telling one of my favorite members, she know who she is, yeah, that I'll start trying to post certain stuff on that spot. So I did, and I'm kind of glad I did. But yeah, we're gonna get into Selena Gomez. Um, does she have a right to be this upset? And why is she this upset when people made choices to come over here? They knew that there was going to be a situation where they're going to have to be exited. Trump made it very clear. They made it very clear. When you come over here, we're going to get you out of here. Because if you are not registered properly, and this is what I said to one of my friends too, you can't go over to other countries and act like it's cool. No, you have to have permission to be in other countries. You have to uh understand their rules and regulations. People were just coming over here, catching a lot of freebies, getting a lot of freebies, and people were just like, okay, we're going to go over there because it's almost like people are getting room and board, people are getting food, people are getting X, Y, and Z. So let's listen to what Selena had to say. But let me go ahead and do my disclaimer too. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. I'm not certain, but we're going to listen because people are like, Selena,
just want to say that I'm so sorry. Only people are getting attacked.
I don't know why they restricted your message.
They don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
Is she okay?
I just want to say that I'm so sorry. Only people are getting attacked. Children. They don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise. I just want to say that I'm so sorry. Only people are getting attacked. Children.
Okay, so people are basically saying, Selena, these parents and these people made a choice to come over here and not properly get vetted, not properly get registered. They came over here knowing that, you know, they were going to do what they were going to do. So there's reports that there may be alleged, can't confirm or deny. I have been listening to the news. There are some people that's saying, we'll get, let me see, not that. There are people that's saying that they may be going into school districts trying to pull illegals, and they're kind of putting alleged. Let's just hear me out. Allegedly, they're putting the children in certain rooms, waiting for the mom or the dad to pick up the child, allegedly, and then they're deporting the parent. That's a possibility, but this is the biggest thing. If you came over here and you knew that they was gonna be cracking down and doing what they got to do. So let's go ahead and listen to this video. Give me a second. Fair use. But I get why she's mad. But this is the biggest thing. When you left your big behind, or your small behind, or your behind from your country, walking over here, driving over here, doing whatever, you knew that there's rules and regulations. Many people thought that they weren't going to be. They thought Trump was lying. Trump, I read this. Allegedly, there was a day that they got rid of 309 people. There was another day that they got a hold of 371 people. I was having dinner with one of my friends, and they said, "Baby, look at this. They're putting these illegals in military planes, getting them out of here." I was like, "What?" We saw the video that they were putting them in military planes, getting them out of here. What do you think's going to happen if you come over here and you're not registered properly? And did y'all go check out my short? Did y'all see the video where the guy is talking to Dr. Phil? He was just a registered pet and a tow. He was a registered pet and a tow. And Dr. Phil, yes, did you see it? I don't know why Dr. Phil rolling with them, but there's another guy, Chris Cuomo, want to roll with them too. I think Chris Cuomo want to roll with them just for media attention, clicks, and views. But I don't know if they're letting Dr. Phil roll with them so he can physically try and figure out why you're doing this. If you know that they were coming, if you know this man don't play before, if you know he's talked about securing the border. Dr. Phil is out there rolling. Now, Chris Cuomo want that too. If y'all haven't seen Chris Cuomo's comments, he's saying, "Call me and I'll have the cameras ready."
Immigration crackdown that has escalated in just the past 48 hours alone. Federal agents making hundreds of arrests coast to coast on Saturday and Sunday, and that does include here in Chicago, where top administration officials, including Border Czar Tom Homan, spent part of their weekend as operations were carried out. Federal agents making arrests all around the city and state as Illinois governor and fierce Trump critic J.B. Pritzker swiftly condemned the moves by the administration. Let's get right out to correspondent Alex Capriello live here in the Windy City. Alex, TV host Dr. Phil was even a part of this.
Yeah, that's right. Some high-profile ride-alongs, Dr. Phil being one of them. We knew that Chicago might have been one of the very first locations of mass deportations. Turns out it wasn't day one of the Trump administration like Border Czar Tom Homan once promised. However, it was week one of the Trump administration, most notably yesterday, where we saw both Tom Homan and the acting deputy attorney general here watching the operations of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, as well as several other federal agencies that were conducting these operations. The Trump administration's federal agencies really showcasing its power over the course of the weekend, conducting targeted raids of undocumented immigrants from coast to coast. They say they're targeting specifically public safety threats. Undocumented immigrants accused.
Now let me pull it. Let me go see if I can find the video in regards to where they had where they had Dr. Phil out there. We're probably gonna get to the academics thing too. That was sickening. We watched that over the weekend. Let me see if I can find it. It's actually on my shorts. But yeah, Dr. Phil out there, they grabbing people left and right. Let me see if it's on. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if it's on the Daily. Just hold on one second. Yeah, they are cracking down. Cracking down. Where can I? Hold on. Radar. I might have to pull Selena back up. It's in a lot of my shorts though. Yeah, and I guess
I just want to say that I'm so sorry. I just want to say that I'm so sorry. So many people are getting attacked. Children. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise. and say that I'm so sorry. Only people are.
Now, the videos I've heard, some of these people have broken the law. So let's continue to listen to the other video. Like the videos, you guys come in. Don't forget to subscribe. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I've been doing short clips so y'all can see some of these people getting arrested, but they're not playing. They're not playing. If they're arresting about 300 a day, 300 to 400 a day, and they're getting them out of here in huge planes, they're not playing. And see, this is the biggest thing too. I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and the Breakfast Club was talking about illegals, not regular immigrants, but you still allegedly got to have your birth certificate. You got to have your papers with you, because you never know if you're going to get caught up in. Also, they're saying if people got tethers, they may be getting them out of here too. If you got a tether and you went through some situations, they may be getting those people out of here too. Let's continue.
Charged and convicted of crimes. Here's some of the pictures and the videos that ICE spread throughout social media. Let's begin in Chicago, where you can see Homan in that gray jacket and hat, flanked by other federal agents. It wasn't just Immigration and Customs Enforcement accompanying Homan. We also saw the FBI, DEA, ATF, and Customs and Border Patrol all helping out over the weekend. Then let's go to Atlanta. The DEA posting pictures of blurred faces of both the people they were arresting and the undercover agents who were in charge of making those arrests. One arrest in Atlanta even happening at the airport tarmac. You can see a Delta airplane in the background. It's unclear at this point who that person is or if they worked at the airport, but the caption alleges that they are a criminal alien. One of the largest busts happened just outside Denver, Colorado. That's where federal agents raided a makeshift nightclub, arresting approximately 50 people and seizing drugs, weapons, and cash. ICE says it has made significant headway in arresting violent members of the notorious Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. Sources say 5 members of that gang were arrested here in Chicago alone. In total, ICE reports arresting nearly 1,000 people on Sunday.
Wow.
That is by far the most arrests made on a single day since President Trump took office. On average, around 300 arrests were made per day during the last fiscal year. At the very same time, we are still seeing some of that outrage all across the country, including protests of people who want to support the undocumented immigrant community as much as possible, condemning the actions of President Trump, as well as the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Here, I know that I've been reporting in Pilsen neighborhood. This is a very heavily Hispanic community just outside of Chicago. We've reported on the sense of fear that is gripping this community in specific. Typically, this is a very bustling neighborhood on the south side of Chicago, but it is much more quiet. A lot of people not...
Like the video, press 3 if you knew where you're watching from, press 3 if you knew where you're watching from, press 5 you've been here before, where you're watching from. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I also have shorts over there showing y'all short clips. I also do 3-minute clips. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip. Are you guys surprised that they've been going this hard to rally these illegal immigrants and getting them out of here? Did you guys, and let me know in the comments, hello Texas, hello California, did you guys also hear that they're trying to go into schools to try and gather the parents as they're picking up their kids? Was it just me that heard that, or did you guys hear that too? Like the video, like the video.
Reporting to work, just fearing for their own safety and the safety of their family members who might be undocumented immigrants, even if they are innocent people that are not accused of crimes.
Yeah, and you mentioned it there. There are still plenty of critics, including leaders in sanctuary cities like Chicago. What are they saying?
Hello, UK.
Yeah, very interesting to see how these sanctuary cities are responding. A lot of them are doubling down on their local ordinances that protect the undocumented community. And specifically...
Yeah, I heard eggs have gone up. I was in line with a guy, and he was like, why is there a sensor on these eggs? And I was like, they've gone up. And I actually paid for his eggs for him. My babe was like, that was nice of you, but why would you spend money on somebody else's eggs? I was like, honey, sometimes you got to be nice. Yeah, his eggs cost $6. I had just paid for eggs 2 weeks prior to that, and I only paid $2. But he was giving me compliments, and we were talking. He was like, yeah, I was trying to get a hold of my mom. I was trying to get a hold of my aunt. Nobody could give me an egg. He was like, I only need 2 eggs out of here. And I was like, dude, you better hold on to those eggs like they gold, like they gold. He said, I'm going to do that. And I had told him I have a page. And he was like, oh, that's what's up. Because I had said I did a video regarding shorts in regards to the eggs. And he was like, well, let me look you up. I was like, no, you know. But yeah, eggs are going up, y'all. Because there was an issue with several eggs. And some of those chickens had some health concerns. And that's why eggs are going up. So yeah, we were talking about that because I saw somebody in the comments. You don't eat eggs? Okay, let's continue. Let's continue with the arrest. Okay, Selena, girl, what can you do? You knew that Trump wasn't playing. You knew that he had put a call out that these people were going to be getting out of here. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
We're talking about Chicago. We've seen both Mayor Brandon Johnson and Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker make open statements harshly criticizing the Trump administration. But at the same time, they have to be careful because the federal government is promising to investigate and prosecute any local and state leaders who are standing in the way of what President Trump is trying to do. And so for that reason, we've almost seen a tune change from Governor J.B. Pritzker. He has said recently that he is going to protect undocumented immigrants that are innocent, that are trying to do their best for their communities. But he's also saying at the very same time that he wants undocumented immigrants who are accused or are convicted of crimes to be those that are subject to deportation.
All right, Alex Caparello live for us here in Chicago. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to play the next clip. Y'all, they not playing about these illegal immigrants, period. I get Selena is a good person. She's probably emotional too. You got to realize Selena's also dealing with the fires in LA or California. She's dealing with that. She had given a very huge donation, like millions, while the Kardashians did $300 to $3,000 in food or whatever for one day. But Selena's a very big giver. She is kind-hearted. So I get that she wants to do something, but nobody told those people to come over here with children. You left the safety and security and thinking that you were going to come over here and then Trump wasn't going to honor his word. He was going to honor what he said. And he is like, okay, the illegal immigrants have to go. And people need to allegedly make sure they have their passports. So let's get to it.
Trump's direction. ICE is racking up thousands of arrests, and this as we enter week 2 of Trump 2.0. Good morning, I'm Dana Perino. Bill is off today. Good morning, Sandra.
It's great to be with you, Dana. Thanks for having me. I'm Sandra Smith. This is America's Newsroom. It was a busy weekend for sure for ICE. The agency arresting nearly 300 illegal immigrants on Saturday alone and nearly 1,000 on Sunday. ICE also lodging nearly 800 detainers, which means there is probable cause to deport. And according to border czar Tom Homan, this is only the beginning.
Yes. But you're going to see the numbers steadily increase, the number of arrests nationwide as we open up the aperture. Right now it's concentrating public safety threats, national security threats. That's a smaller population. So we're going to do this on priority basis, as President Trump's promised, but as that aperture opens, there'll be more arrests nationwide.
And we are getting a look at how these deportations are being carried out. You can see agents loading criminal migrants onto a military plane there.
See?
The flight is
Military
bound for the
plane.
country of origin.
One South American leader tried to turn away those flights, but he quickly reversed that policy after a fierce response from President Trump. We have more on that as we go to Peter Ducey. He's live at the White House for us. What a weekend it was, Peter.
Hold on. Hold on, because there's a commercial. I told y'all they was putting them on planes. Told you. Like the video. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 3 if you knew where you're watching from. Press 5 you've been here before where you're watching from. Let's continue. It's a lot going on, but he kept his word.
2 U.S. military planes full of Colombians who had entered the United States illegally. The president said at one point, the U.S. cannot treat Colombian migrants as criminals. I deny the entry of American planes carrying Colombian migrants into our territory. The United States must establish a protocol for the dignified treatment of migrants before we receive them. But then came a 25% tariff threat that would rise to 15% after a week, and suddenly 180 degrees different. Part of the news statement said this: the president provides a presidential plane for the dignified return of his fellow citizens and will lead efforts at the Extraordinary Assembly of CELAC. Caroline Leavitt, the new press secretary, said in part the fully drafted IEEPA tariffs and sanctions will be held in reserve and not signed unless Colombia fails to honor this agreement. The visa sanctions issued by the State Department and enhanced inspections from Customs and Border Protection will remain in effect until the first plane load of Colombian deportees is successfully returned. The new president wants to deport people back to their countries of origin. These tariff threats are a way to try to keep that process moving, and that's not going to stop.
If you have a person who is convicted of a violent crime, whether they're an illegal immigrant or a non-illegal immigrant, you have to go and get that person to protect the public safety. That's not unique to immigration.
President Trump wakes up at Trump Doral in Miami today. Later on, a couple hours from now, he is going to huddle with House Republicans there to try to figure out what exactly they can and cannot stuff into this, what they call a big, beautiful spending bill. Sandra.
No slowing down in sight. Peter Ducey.
And see, you guys got to remember there's a definite difference in regards to illegal immigrants and immigrants. There's a difference. There are some people that have papers and they're over here on a work visa. There's some people that don't have any papers. They just came over here gathering what they can gather, whether it's food. Some people are selling their alleged cars. There's a lot going on. Trump said, no more freebies. Taxes are going up. They had to find places for housing for them. And then allegedly people are getting rid of their cars because they want the money. They came over here getting benefits. That's what ticked a lot of my friends off. They were getting better benefits than veterans. and the elderly. That's when people start saying this is a huge problem. You have a veteran that has served the country for years, and he's getting maybe what, 150 a month in food, and you have other people that's getting about 300 a week in food, 300, 350, and you're not even treating our veterans right. You're not even treating people that pay taxes every year, and you get your taxes done. You know them taxes have been taken out. You go to work, your check should be 800, and then you get a check for 600. You're putting money towards the country, but then you have people, when they get their income tax towards the end of the year, it's crazy. And then you got to realize, look at the taxes in regards to California. Did y'all notice that? Go look up what people used to pay in taxes, 3, 4, 5,000. Now their taxes can be anywhere from 15K to 20K. California's taxes are crazy. Everything has gone up. Trump is doing the best he can in regards to hopefully groceries, in regards to gas prices. Everything has gone up. Really. He has done more in the last 8 days, if that, 7 days, than Kamala and Joe did. He is shaking the table. I told y'all he got a lot of stuff to clean up. And some of the stuff we may not know everything of why he's doing it, but there's a lot of people that was getting kickbacks and not doing 6 days. Okay, whatever it's been, 6 days. He has done a lot. He not playing. There's a lot to clean up. There's a lot to clean up. And people did not want him to clean up a lot that's going on. People are mad because they got to go into work. They wanted to work from home because they could probably do whatever. Their mouse is acting like it's working. They working from home. He was like, no, come on up in here. You gonna work from here, because guess what? All the policies and stuff that he's trying to take care of, you need to be in the office for this. Whenever we're going to have office meetings, you need to be right here so you understand, because he's trying to get these governors back on track. He's trying to get these mayors back on track. He's trying to get everything cleaned up so there's going to be no reason why certain things like the California situation. Did y'all check that video out? When Trump was like, why was there no water? Why are there no permits? People are talking about it's going to take 6 months for them to have access to clean up their yard with all this debris. He said, this guy right here wants to get in his yard and clean up his yard right now. And you're telling him he has to wait 6 months before he can clean up the debris when he can probably clean it up himself versus having someone charge him $3,000 to $5,000. Trump wasn't playing. Trump was not playing with these people. He looked at the mayor of California, LA, whatever. There's more mayors out there than Bass, but Trump was not playing. He said, we got to get these permits together. We got to have people be able to clean up their own debris. And she was like, well, there's safety precautions. There's safe. But see, you got to remember, two days before, she was telling people that there's going to be delays in permits. Trump said, no, there won't be. We're going to make sure that these people can get back into their homes. You don't know. People would like to clear the debris, and people could actually put trailers out there. They could put those boxable homes on their land until they're ready to rebuild. There are things that people have, contractors probably can't even get on their land properly. If the permits are not there, Trump said, no, we're going to make sure. Trump was basically like, I'm going to make sure Bass is on her ish. Why was there no water in the water hydrants, y'all? Even people that had homes by the ocean, their house was in flames as well. They had no plan to protect those homes in California. No plan. They should have had water. Okay, check this out. If there was no water in the water hydrants, they should have had water trucks in all those areas that didn't have water, period. And they didn't. But here you are, all these people that's paying high taxes in California, but there's no water. So Trump's been going in, but in regards to this illegal stuff, he said what he said. He said he was going to do this, and he's done it. So some celebrities are going to be emotional, acting like Selena. Love some Selena. She's a very giving person, and Selena's not problematic. She's not. She's probably hearing things, but Selena, these adults made choices to bring their children and their families over here. It's the illegal immigrants of where there's a concern. There are people that have papers, and they're telling people that if you got papers, you better carry your papers with you. because you don't want to be booted out of here. You lose your job, your family lose the apartment. You have papers, you need to make sure you carry them. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip. Well wishes. I wouldn't wish this on anybody, but you can't make a choice to uproot your situation and come over here knowing Trump was going to be in office. They were probably hoping that Kamala would win, but then when they kind of was seeing how she was talking and Kamala was having the word salad and she wasn't making too much sense, Trump has been in office 6 days and look at all that he's done. He's getting them out of here in planes. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
The White House for us. Peter, thank you. Dana, let's bring in former acting ICE Director Jonathan Fay. He wanted to show everybody the cover of the New York Post this morning. New tariff in town, which of course they're 100 for 100.
Fair use reaction clip. Like the video, like the video. We got 34 likes. Let's get the likes up. Don't forget to subscribe to the page. I do hot topics, trending topics. Let's continue.
When it comes to great headlines. But that was quite an amazing thing yesterday to have the Colombian president try to defy President Trump and then basically cave so badly that he was offering his own plane.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. It just really shows we have new leadership in town. And I think these countries are going to realize they're going to break out into two categories. One is going to be countries that cooperate, and the other one is going to be countries that wish they did, because he's going to make it so painful for them that it's not going to be worth it for them. So hopefully most of them will fall in the former category and cooperate, because it's not worth it for them, and there's no reason for them not to be taking their citizens back. But it really just shows a stark contrast between the new leadership and the previous leadership, which seem to view weakness as somehow virtuous for America and always putting America last. These are people in most cases that are criminals that need to be removed from our country, and these countries should accept them back, and I think they're going to. And this was a great day for the Trump administration, as far as not only for these particular migrants, but overall deterrence for people that will be coming in, and those that are here, they're going to want to fight any sort of deportation efforts.
And the Colombian president might just serve as an example to others, right? So not taking your people back, it's not going to be an option. So that, I think, sets the stage. But just want to show you here, I'm not going to read them all out to everybody, but look on your screen, because these are the number of arrests and actions that have been taken in terms of this action in just week one. And it's quite extraordinary how many people are actually out there and who they can find. Based on your experience,
particular migrants, but overall deterrence.
Hold on, let me go back.
And those that are here, they're going to want to fight any sort of.
I'm going to show you all the numbers.
And the Colombian president might just serve as an example to others, right? So not taking your people back, it's not going to be an option. So that, I think, sets the stage. But just want to show you here, I'm not going to read them all out to everybody, but look on your screen, because these are the number of arrests and actions that have been taken in terms of this action.
That's a lot
in just
of people.
Week one. And it's quite extraordinary how many people are actually out there and who they can find. Based on your experience, how are they able to do this so quickly? Did they already know where these people were that they wanted to go and get them?
If you have an EBT card, you're leaving money on the table.
Like the video, like the video. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
What the Biden administration hasn't been doing, because a lot of these. Yes, and this really also just shows what the Biden administration hasn't been doing, because a lot of these people are sitting in local jails. So the people that.
That's another thing. They've been trying to get into those jails, and allegedly they won't let them into the jails to get those people deported either. Let's continue. It just shows that Biden wasn't doing much. Did you see that number? How many people he arrested? Let's continue.
Say lodge detainers on. Those are people in jail that the previous administration just didn't even bother to lodge detainers on. And a lot of these other people, they know exactly where they are, and they have known that. That's the only reason they were able to get them. But I think a lot of the things this administration is doing, one of the things Stephen Miller talked about, I think on Friday on Fox, was about how they're creating task forces with local law enforcement and all the federal agencies to go after the illegal migrants and the criminals. And this is really more than a force multiplier, because this is something the federal government routinely does with drug traffickers, gangs, human traffickers, and you get the experience of the local law enforcement in terms of locating people with the federal expertise of federal law enforcement. So it really is going to, the numbers are going to skyrocket from these numbers, which are already about 1,000 a day.
The administration taking some heat for how they are being described as going after folks. Watch Martha Raddatz and Tom Homan this weekend.
How many MS-13 members are the age of 14, 17? Many of them. So, look, if it's a national security threat, public safety threat, and what you need to understand is case by case. Name another agency, another law enforcement agency that has those type of requirements that they can't walk into a school or doctor's office or on a medical campus. No other agencies have those standards. ICE officers should have discretion to decide if a national security threat or a public safety threat is in one of these facilities, then it should be an option for them to make the arrest.
But to keep all of this going, it requires funds in order to make it happen. Watch Senator Graham this weekend.
They're going to deport people who are part of gangs that are criminals. There's 1.4 million who've had their case fully adjudicated, and they're still here. There's about 680,000 convicted of serious crimes. So my Republican colleagues, in the House, as we fiddle our immigration
last word to you.
Did y'all hear those numbers? Let me go back.
And they're still here.
Then it should be an option for them to make the arrest.
But to keep all of this going, it requires funds in order to make it happen. Watch Senator Graham this weekend.
They're going to deport people who are part of gangs that are criminals. There's 1.4 million who've had their case fully adjudicated, and they're still here. There's about 680,000 convicted of serious crimes. So my Republican colleagues, particularly in the House, as we fiddle, our immigration plans are hitting walls. We're not building walls, we're hitting walls.
Last word to you about that point. How quickly do they need these funds in order to keep doing what they're doing?
Well, I think they're going to need funds right away, but at least the most important thing that they're doing right now is by showing this show us force and show us strength, they're deterring new people from coming in. So at least we're stopping the flow, but money is necessary. But keep in mind, it cost $150 billion tax dollars for illegal immigrants to care for them with all their services just last year. So ultimately, whatever.
Did y'all hear that number?
I think they're going to need funds right away, but at least the most important thing that they're doing right now is by showing this show us force and show us strength, they're deterring new people from coming in. So at least we're stopping the flow, but money is necessary. But keep in mind, it cost $150 billion tax dollars for illegal immigrants to care for them with all their services just last.
150 billion. And did y'all see the video where some of them are exiting on their own? Yes, they are. They're exiting on their own.
So ultimately, whatever we spend, we're probably going to be netting on the other end of it over time.
That's a great point. Jonathan, thanks for being here. I'm sure we'll see you again. Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
Okay, so some people are just not coming in. They haven't heard what she said.
I just want to say that I'm so sorry. So many people are getting attacked. Children. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try anything, I promise. I just want to say that I'm so sorry. So many people are getting attacked. Children. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try anything, I promise. I just want to say that I'm so sorry.
Okay, Selena. All right. So she's actually been trending everywhere in regards to what's been going on. When I say everywhere, Selena's trending everywhere. Everywhere.
And say that I'm so sorry. So many people are getting attacked. Children. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try anything, I promise.
So is she emotional from the California stuff? Okay, Danity Kane, she's speaking out. One of the girls from Danity Kane, her name is D Woods. Selena's trending everywhere. Everywhere. So let's listen to D Woods.
It's bad boy for life, baby.
She says what should have been a dream come true quickly became something else, alleging Diddy created a verbally abusive work environment.
I'm curious why you decided to
Like the video as we play this clip.
That this moment will really be heard. Experience, my truth will really be heard and actually considered and believed.
D Wood sharing her story as part of a new investigation discovery docuseries, The Fall of Diddy.
From the outside, he was this mogul. He was this guy who...
I have to stop and play it. Like the video.
D Wood sharing her story as part of a new investigation discovery docuseries, The Fall of Diddy.
From the outside, he was this mogul. He was this guy who, could make your dreams come true.
Unsettling scenes like this, a reminder of what it was like on Making the Band.
What's your stomach looking like?
He was so rude to her. He said, "What's your stomach looking like?" And then remember, he fired D Woods and somebody else right on TV. Let's continue. They said they went through unwelcoming comments.
I always feel big next to these skinny chicks.
You're like a burger away.
In different ways with all of us.
Remember he told them that? When he talked about their weight often? And he was like, "You're a burger away."
Praise you. I see myself standing in those dark, scary, predatory spaces.
That's crazy.
And hearing somebody say some of the most degrading things to me.
How was it predatory?
Somebody constantly treating you like a piece of meat. Only singing, only valuing you for your sex appeal. And in some of the environments, you know, it was even scary to be by yourself.
She said some of the environments, it was scary for her to be by herself. That's kind of scary. They all went through something. Remember, the other girl spoke out and she had a lawsuit against Diddy, but I think she removed it. So now D Woods is a part of, you know, this documentary that's coming out. Like the video, like the video.
In some of the environments, you know, it was even scary to be by yourself.
Despite turmoil on and off camera, Danity Kane debuted to massive success.
I don't know if that's going to get me in trouble.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive about that.
Wait, he fired her.
Because I've heard you're not really a happy camper in this situation.
No, I don't think anyone has been happy for a long time in this situation.
Okay, so you can go too.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive about that.
In the docuseries, D Woods claims she saw what she says were inappropriate communications from Diddy to Aubrey prior to their...
So Aubrey experienced a lot, y'all. Let's continue.
Communications from Diddy to Aubrey prior to their firing.
Was there anyone you could have talked to about it? Absolutely not. Each other. There was no one to tell. Because what were they going to do? So it's like, how do we survive this?
Diddy has denied all allegations against him in the documentary.
So, of course, Diddy and his lawyers have spoke out. Let's continue. Fair use reaction clip.
Attorneys telling ABC News the producers failed to provide sufficient time or details for his representatives to address unsubstantiated claims, adding he has full confidence in the facts and the judicial process where the truth will prevail. The accusations against him are pure fiction.
Are you afraid in some ways that he'll get out, that there'll be some sort of retribution? Oh, yeah. Yeah, even doing this, you know, it's like, maybe I shouldn't say, maybe I should stop talking, shut up, you know, but it's like, you know, well, not talking hasn't changed anything either.
D Woods has never stopped pursuing her passions, returning to her theater roots and even performing on Broadway.
What would you say to Diddy if you had the chance to talk to him? Girl. I honestly do not know, but I don't think you really have to say anything. As long as I'm holding my head up high and my shoulders back.
And D Woods is still actively performing, actively auditioning. She laughed about how busy it is right now because it's pilot season, and she's hopeful about what's to come. The Fall of Diddy premieres tonight on
The Fall of Diddy premieres tonight. Now, either this video was from last night or it's from today. A lot of those women experienced a lot of unwelcoming comments, uncomfortable situations. Now, like I said before, Diddy's innocent till proven guilty. A judge jury is going to have to decide if there's any wrongdoing. I always have to say that to protect my page. But will you guys be watching that documentary?
As long as I'm holding my head up high and my shoulders back.
And D Woods is still actively performing, actively auditioning. She laughed about how busy it is right now because it's pilot season, and she's hopeful about what's to come. The Fall of Diddy premieres tonight on Investigation Discovery, and it streams on Max. We watched the whole thing.
The day we were chosen, I was like, it's Bad Boy for life, baby.
And then you got to look at a lot of the group members, how they're doing or how well they're not doing. So did Diddy gather all these people to get a TV show? And some of the people were stating if you wrote and you wrote really well, then some of your music that you had wrote, you weren't alleged not getting credit for. Go look at the guy band he had. What is it, Day 26? How were all those guys doing? A lot of the industry people that dealt with him, they did okay in the industry, but their career did not skyrocket over his career. It did not. And a lot of them had to learn to do things on their own. I think with anybody that goes into music, maybe they should only do a 2 or 3 year career. with that contract and say anything other than the 2 or 3 year, I own the rights, I own the masters of anything I write after the 3 year. Because there's also issues in regards to people and their masters. Real talk. You can't be locked in a contract for 10, 15 years. You can't do it. Because then there's going to be certain things and certain things that they want you to do and certain things they want you to put out. And then they want you to put out this narrative. Look at award shows. It's turned from dark to the darkest. Hollywood, Hollyweird. I think it's a concern. Now, you got to remember, some of the writers are saying they're not even giving proper credit for writing certain songs for these artists. So you got to be careful regards to that. This is not legal advice, just general. Do a 2 or 3 year contract, and then after that, any song after that, you own your masters after the 2 or 3 years. There should be no compete clause. Somebody needs to assist these artists, because once you get familiar, it's cool for a producer to produce you. Then you go under contract for 2 or 3 years. You're kind of getting used to what happens and what's gonna. But if you skyrocket it after 3 or 4 years and you own all your music, your name, you own your masters after that contract is over. But the way things are now, some of these artists are struggling. They're struggling. But look at what Tory Lanez had to say. Do things my way. Remember how he spoke out about 2 or 3 years ago? But there's a lot that artists go through. And there's a lot of contracts that's written up that people should have never signed. So people that go independent, it may take them a while to do well in the industry, and see, they want to show the difference. Okay, this is what the independent person is doing. This is the person that signed the contract. But then look at how they struggled once they've signed that contract. You know what I'm saying? Look at Rihanna. She don't even want to write music hardly anymore. She don't want hardly no parts in it. But it's sad that a lot of these artists, they're no longer with us either. I'm going to be general. Some of these artists are no longer with us. Some of these artists wanted to rewrite their music so they own the masters to the new music being written. I listened to a video in regards to Prince. Go look that up. Where Prince talked about music and him owning his masters and wanting to rewrite. Go look that up. And look at they talked about him passing away in the elevator. And they talked about him talking about the industry. So there's a lot that go on. You know, he signed his contract so long ago, and then he wanted to go into a different direction in regards to his name being Prince, then him having the symbol. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Prince had a proper will. You know what I mean? So artists have to be careful, period. So well wishes to D Woods. She's speaking out. And then I guess Candace Owen calls out Selena Gomez, emotional video. She's saying it's hilarious. But wasn't Candace Owens called out in regards to people mentioning her name last week? Yeah, she might be trying to change the narrative. Yeah. I mean, what can Selena do? People knew what was going to happen once they came over here illegally. Let's see. Lizzo has basically stated that she's lost the weight. She's met her goal. So congratulations to Lizzo. Congratulations. I'll play that because some people might.
I did it. Today I stepped on the scale and I met my weight release goal. Told y'all I was going to bump like this.
So congratulations to her regarding that. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? Yeah, people are talking about Selena. Selena's trending.
12. Where did you meet Prince when you were 12? In Dayton.
We were just talking about Prince.
Prince when I was 12. Where did you meet Prince when you were 12? In Dayton. After he performed at UD Arena. Yeah, I mean, I knew him my whole life. He was like the guiding force for me. It's the reason I had high self-esteem. Was a guy that was always 30 steps ahead of whatever the curve was. And, you know, when you play 26, 28 instruments, it means that you are able to be multifaceted. And when people say that they love you and they respect you, but at the same time take, 80% of your earnings, then expect you to fix your own communities, and they'll probably edit part of this out, but then it gets
That's the sharp part of the sword, and we're at the wrong end of it right now. So eventually, with courageous people going out there and actually saying something and standing up for it, I think we'll get some balance.
In April, Tidal was standing alone as the only streamer to have access to the icon's music. The Prince estate is now suing Jay-Z's Rock Nation for copyright infringement.
It shouldn't be a situation where they own the album or the work. We're talking about intellectual copyright. If they're going to be indeed a delivery service, then that's fine. But even FedEx doesn't say that they own the thing that they ship.
I met Prince when I was 12.
Where did you meet Prince when you were 12?
In Dayton.
See, we had just talked about Prince. And I had told you I just watched a video in regards to him stating how he wasn't happy about, being under contract. So Cat Williams and Prince were real cool friends. Oh, let's see. Okay. Did y'all see that? Okay. Tech stock market, please. 1 trillion. Fears China is winning. AI. Yeah, many people are like, they're kind of happy what Trump's been able to do over the last several days. Couldn't believe her surprise. This is when Selena and Benny went to the awards ceremony and show. People are kind of side-eyeing Selena dating him. Because remember he went on Kai Cenat's show talking about she's the prize? And some guys will feel that. But it's like, you acting like she's a piece of meat. Could Selena do better? He's a well-known producer, but go check out Benny's video from last month. He said some interesting stuff in a video last month. And then he did an interesting video in regards to talk about Selena. I just thought I'd see her with somebody better. Trying to date in Hollywood is not easy. Yep, see, told y'all. Everybody talk about Selena. Everybody.
I just want to say that I'm so sorry. Only people are getting attacked. Children. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try and be there, I promise. I just want to say that I'm so sorry. Only people are getting attacked. Children. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try and be there, I promise. I just want to say that I'm so sorry. Only people are getting attacked. Children. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to.
Okay, Selena. Is there anything else?
Out and kind of apologize for just not being there for you. What was that conversation like, and was that a shocker?
I can't finish playing that. I think they have I'll be general. Kylie Jenner went on to SNL with her guy friend Timothy. And I guess Kylie was wearing something interesting. And then now Kim's trying to trend. Maybe trying to trend with Kylie. Of course, North was with Kanye last week. And now Kim's wanting to trend and go viral. She almost uses North as like an accessory to trend and go viral. Yeah. I saw a video of a mom sideline with the kids having a good time. And then they talk about Kim, how she tried to use her kids as an accessory and trend to go viral. Interesting. And, there's different agencies that deal with faux fur, and there's different agencies that deal with fur. So I guess Kim wants to maybe get some attention, and whether she's wearing real fur herself and North, maybe she wants attention from that agency. Who knows? Kim loves to trend. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. I don't really want to play that. R.I.P. to Nipsey. LeBron's on the sideline, then a fan touches him. LeBron looking like, why are you touching me? Okay. So D Woods is speaking out.
Criminal trial just months away.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all did a great job today, ladies.
Some of those who worked closely with the hitmaker describing for the first time their experiences. D Woods shot to fame as one but sharing her story as part of a new investigation discovery docuseries, The Fall of Diddy.
From the outside, he was this mogul. He was this guy who, could make your dreams come true.
Unsettling scenes like this, a reminder of what it was like on making the band.
What's your stomach looking like? Are you feeling a little thick?
I always feel thick next to these skinny chicks.
You're like a burger away.
That's sad.
Different ways with all of us.
He said that she's like a burger away. Insults.
Just a way to chip and knock away, but then praise you. I see myself standing in those dark, scary, predatory spaces and hearing somebody say some of the most degrading things to me.
How was it predatory?
Somebody constantly treating you like a piece of meat. Only
sharing her story as part of a new investigation discovery.
Only seeing, only valuing you for your sex appeal. And in some of the environments, it was even scary to be by yourself.
Despite turmoil on and off camera.
That's scary.
Because what were they going to do? So it's like, how do we survive this?
Diddy has denied all allegations against him in the documentary. His attorneys telling ABC News the producers failed to provide sufficient time or details for his representatives to address unsubstantiated claims, adding he has full confidence in the facts and the judicial process where the truth will prevail. The accusations against him are pure fiction.
Are you afraid in some ways that he'll get out, that there'll be some sort of retribution?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, even doing this, it's like, maybe I shouldn't say, maybe I should stop talking, shut up, but it's like, well, not talking hasn't changed anything either.
D. Woods has never stopped pursuing her passions, returning to her theater roots and even performing on Broadway.
Tell.
So people are just not coming in. We're replaying this.
You had the chance to talk to him.
I honestly do not know, but I don't think you really have to say anything. As long as I'm holding my head up high and my shoulders back.
And D. Woods is still actively performing, actively auditioning. She laughed about how busy it is right now because it's pilot season, and she's hopeful about what's to come. The Fall of Diddy premieres tonight on Investigation Discovery, and it streams on Max. We watched the whole thing, our whole team. Yeah. There was a lot you haven't seen before. Okay. What would you say to Diddy if you had the chance?
So will there be a lot that we haven't seen talked about? Like I said before, Diddy is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. A judge or jury is going to have to find out if there's any wrongdoing. Now, this is the other thing that we've talked about. What's going on in regards to the RICO? Are we going to find out more about the RICO situation in May? And if the May date gets pushed back, will we find out what the charges are in regards to more about the RICO? But we'll see. But I'm happy that everybody was able to tune in. I'm happy I was able to go live. Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. If you guys did not know, it's being reported that Kanye is a billionaire again. Ye's net worth has been confirmed to 2.77 billion. That might be the other reason why Kim wants to trend, because Kanye's trending about being a billionaire again. But I'm wondering what made him become a billionaire again. Da-da-da-da-da. Yep, his net worth is worth 2.7 billion. I'm wondering if his net worth is higher than Jay-Z's. Mhm. I'm wondering if it's music based. Yep, that's what they're saying. It's from his music portfolio. So congratulations to Kanye. Actually, isn't that more than what his original was? Wasn't it 1 point something billion years ago? And now it's at 2.7. I'll have to look that up. So congratulations to Kanye. He has a new wife and now he's a billionaire again. Did Diddy make the billionaires list this year or last year? I'll have to look at that too. But yeah, congratulations to Kanye. He's a billionaire again. Have y'all seen the ASAP Rocky trial? I did a video earlier today when he was trying to get through paparazzi. He was trying to get into court. And that's the situation. They're basically saying that ASAP Rocky was offered 180 days in jail. He denied it. Now he's in trial. Some are saying he should have did the 180 days. Go check on my short. They said he should have did the 180 days. He might have only did 30, because the jails don't want to do a lot in regards to his security in different situations like that. But who knows? If he didn't want to take the plea deal, he didn't want to take the plea deal. I would imagine his attorney would have said, hey, you do the 180 days, you may only do 30 or 40. And he was probably like, no, I don't want to take the chance. Who knows? But his trial is going on right now. I did do a short earlier today. Like the video, like the video, like the video. So Elon Musk says Tesla will produce up to million robots by 2027. Are y'all cool with that? Do y'all want him to produce more robots? Is he trying to change the way the workforce is going? Like the video, like the video. Okay, so yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about Elon Musk and him possibly, producing all these robots. And is that something that him and Trump talked about? Trying to go into different cities and them having more robots to produce what needs to be produced, and knocking out other countries making some certain things for us. You know what I mean? But yeah, Elon Musk is something else. Do y'all trust having all these robots near us, by us? What do you think about that? Okay, I wanted to go live, but I appreciate everyone for being here. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged, in our opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. I thank everyone for being here. I thank everyone for tuning in. I thank you for your kind comments, and I appreciate you if you subscribe to the page. I appreciate you all for hitting the like button. Everyone, have a great day. Focus on healthy, safe relationships. Be around people that's loving, kind, and respectful. Goodbye. Be blessed. Thanks, everyone. Be blessed.